ASTHO embedded disability and preparedness specialists in 18 jurisdictions across the country. Through this CDC-funded program, ASTHO and the specialists work to close gaps in emergency preparedness for people living with disabilities. At the conclusion of a year and a half of work, the specialists share reflections on important lessons learned and why disability inclusion is critical to the future of emergency preparedness.
The role it gave the people with disabilities a voice. They had the opportunity to speak directly to Arizona Department of Health Services staff to let them know what the issues are and what the issues they're facing during the COVID-19 pandemic.
So my role here in Tennessee, I feel, has had a big impact on the disability community in that there are more channels of communication open. Before this role started, the people in the disability community and different organizations didn't really know who to go to, and vice versa on the preparedness side. So now we've sort of created these relationships that hopefully will be maintained over time to keep this work going.
The impact that this role had on the community was to really bring to the forefront the importance of including people with disabilities in our state's emergency plans.
I think it's important that you have someone with some passion and interest that has the ability to pull people together. It's easy to get at your desk and just be your own person. You need to have that interest to pull people together and use maybe a little humor and be easy. That allows people to bring forward their ideas on how life can be better for the disabled community.
This role should continue because it is important to include people with disabilities in state emergency plans so we're ready for the next pandemic or the next emergency, but also so they're included in all of society.
The whole world is focusing on diversity, equity, and inclusion, from the business community to our schools, to communities, to places of employment, and there's not enough emphasis on disability and ensuring that disability is part of those overall strategies. And so I think this role really needs to continue in order to push disability inclusion into public health.
The disability did not disappear after 1 year or 18 months. Therefore, it's very important that a grant like this or funding like this is for more than that time period, because we always need someone to have a seat at the table, making sure the needs of the community is met.
Continuing this type of work is very important because a large portion of our population are people with disabilities. So they're not thought of in a lot of cases, and preparedness is just one of those. So being able to continue making sure plans are inclusive, exercises are inclusive, so that we can make sure that this group is taken care of in the future.
I think this role and my role within the state of Missouri had a tremendous impact on Missourians, individuals with disabilities, their families, and caregivers, because what we did through this program and through promoting disability inclusion and public health was put people with disabilities first and foremost in what we were able to respond to in the height of the COVID-19 pandemic.